Wembanyama with it, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to the Lakers. Serving up some holiday basketball for you fans out there. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well, my partner. I mean, there's just something special about watching basketball during the holiday season. Hey, and we're in for a treat.
So, on the floor for San Antonio, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Fred VanVleet out there.
And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Right, VanVleet out there with Castle. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. Back to VanVleet. He's off on that one. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Allen for 3. Johnson wide open. He fires. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Good, in the assist goes to MP.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Castle. Nailed from three-point land.
A great pass by VanVleet. His first job on this squad is to facilitate.
And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line. The Warriors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
And both free throws good for MP.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's VanVleet. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Wembanyama passes to VanVleet. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Curry. VanVleet can't get it to go.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. So on the floor for San Antonio, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Fred VanVleet out there with Castle, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Stan on the tail end of a back-to-back. Tired legs can be a factor.
Yet fatigue as part of a long NBA season, and to me, it's the veteran guys who know how to be successful.
I watch the moon all the time thinking about you.
Now here's VanVleet. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. On the floor for San Antonio, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fred VanVleet out there with Castle. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. 6 on the shot clock. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And this game, Brent, the start of a quick series between these teams. As a player, does that throw you off at all?
Oh my God, girls.
Now VanVleet. 14 points his last outing. So on the floor for the Spurs, Zohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And today will be the first game of 2 in a row between these two teams.
Yeah, these little mini-series are interesting. In the first game, it's all about setting the tone. And both of these teams want to establish momentum early.
This looks like a shoot-around the way they're scoring. 5 straight makes to start the game.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Over to the left wing. VanVleet outside. Pulls up. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
No, that's the definition of a masterful use of a pick and roll. VanVleet just picking the defense apart.
And again for 3.
I mean, his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. VanVleet outside. Left side, Wembanyama. Back to VanVleet. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
It's good.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
San Antonio with the ball. Down by 12. Last time they met in San Antonio.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
And, Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7 foot 4 inches, skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Oh, what a play by Stephen Curry. Curry's got 8 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
A good look from Johnson. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
He's becoming a more potent offensive threat. When Johnson is catching and firing, it helps him get into a rhythm.
Allen finds Kuminga. To the right side. Back to MP. Lets the 3 fly.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5.
You ready?
The Warriors lead by 10. So on the floor for the Spurs, Zohan and Wemby are the big. Castle is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Johnson in at the 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. if you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the
And here's Curry. Give him 8. So on the floor for the Spurs. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Fred VanVleet out there with Castle. And it's Johnson in at the 3.
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Spurs trail by 12. Here's VanVleet to the left wing. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at Indiana, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for the Warriors, they are steamrolling everyone as expected. Tons of talent, nice team chemistry. This is the team to beat this year.
MP finds Green. Here's Curry. MP outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over VanVleet. Curry's shot is off.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. Back to Allen. The 3.
On the court for San Antonio, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. So this is the first of 2 in a row. These 2 teams will play against each other. Greg, any advantages or disadvantages?
Well, I mean, I feel in the first game, you can run your game. That second time around is when you get to dig deep into the film and try and make adjustments.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against Phoenix was outstanding. He scored an incredible number of points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. We're looking to follow that up tonight. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on.